In the summer of 1389, Europe stood before one of the greatest dangers in its history. The Ottoman Empire had conquered much of the Balkans and continued its march toward the heart of Christendom. Between the armies of Sultan Murad and the cities of Europe stood one final barrier: Serbia. Prince Lazar Hrebeljanović ruled a land surrounded by uncertainty. He was not merely a ruler. He was the guardian of a people, a faith, and a centuries-old legacy inherited from the Nemanjic dynasty. He knew that a great confrontation was approaching. Lazar called upon the Serbian lords. Some answered with loyalty. Others sent only small contingents, fearing the power of the Ottomans. Yet the prince welcomed all who came, for he believed that freedom was worth any sacrifice. On the eve of battle, the armies gathered on the Field of Kosovo. The Serbian warriors confessed their sins, received Holy Communion, and prepared themselves for what might be their final sunrise. Among them stood some of the greatest heroes of their age: Miloš Obilić, Vuk Branković, Vlatko Vuković, and above them all, Prince Lazar. Tradition remembers that Prince Lazar faced a choice: the earthly kingdom, temporary and uncertain, or the heavenly kingdom, eternal and everlasting. Lazar chose honor over submission, faith over fear, sacrifice over surrender. Across the field stood Sultan Murad, one of the most powerful rulers of his age. His army vastly outnumbered the Serbian force. Veterans from Asia and Europe filled his ranks. Confidence filled the Ottoman camp. Victory seemed certain. Yet one night carried a secret purpose. Miloš Obilić, renowned for courage and military skill. He prepared for a mission from which there would be no return. His goal was not survival. His goal was the Sultan himself. At dawn on Vidovdan, June 28, 1389, the battle began. The earth trembled beneath the charge of cavalry. Steel crashed against steel. Arrows darkened the sky. The fate of nations was decided in blood and thunder. Amid the chaos of battle, Miloš Obilić reached the Sultan's camp. Accounts differ in their details, yet all agree on the outcome. Sultan Murad was struck down. For the first and only time in Ottoman history, a reigning sultan fell on the battlefield. Miloš Obilić gave his life for his mission. Around him, thousands of warriors fell. Prince Lazar continued to lead his men until he too was captured. Refusing submission, he accepted death with dignity and faith. The battle ended with terrible losses on both sides. Serbia lost its prince. The Ottomans lost their sultan. Neither army emerged untouched. Kosovo became more than a battlefield. It became a symbol. News spread rapidly across Europe. Reports told of the death of Sultan Murad and the resistance of the Serbian army. Church bells rang in celebration. From Dubrovnik to Paris, many believed Christendom had been saved from immediate disaster. Through the centuries, Kosovo became more than history. It became a covenant, a reminder that faith, honor, and sacrifice are worth more than earthly power. Prince Lazar was remembered as a martyr, Miloš Obilić as the embodiment of courage. Their names entered the memory of a nation. More than 6 centuries have passed since the Battle of Kosovo. Empires have risen and fallen, yet the story remains alive. The story of Prince Lazar, the story of Miloš Obilić, the story of Kosovo. A story of faith, sacrifice, and the enduring spirit of a people.